we not that way. Although, no, it should be there, shouldn't it? Ahaha, legs. And then, and then... So the hand on hip was on this side, right? It's kind of hard. Maybe we can do a diagonal. Diagonal is just maybe too ambitious. So if we don't diagonal yet, let me not diagonal yet. Let me... And then this side, say that's his shoulder. This side, is like that. How long is his arm? Might be too long. Let's do that. And then here we need to give him a bit of a head, which I don't. I don't have a good answer for a head. Maybe it's just this. You know, close, Q. Almost. Maybe his body needs to be thicker? Give him a belly. His head can be a little blockier. And we might diagonal his arm. Yes, it's not bad. It's a little bit awkward though. Oh, are you posting links? This might be a bad idea, trying to do this. More front to back than side to side. Yeah. The problem is I need him diagonal. Okay, what if we just make it front to back? What if we just go Oh, there you go. The other arm can be side to side. I think Wesley's actually doing what we're supposed to be doing, whereas I'm just still making John Travolta. No, I think Wesley's figured it out. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. John Travolta is something else though. Can we just keep the stuff here and not remove them? The trick is using different materials, he says. It is, because now you don't have to have gaps to show that they're different parts. Yeah, no, I see what you're doing, Wesley. I'm glad one of us is actually solving the problems, as opposed to making dancing statues. Ah, it's very interesting, isn't it? This is gonna be pretty cool, mostly thanks to Wesley. I approve. I approve of this. I approve of this. Yeah. There you go. The one holding, yeah, the one holding a beam is good too. I mean, there's a number of good ones. So do we need to come up with a story? Do we need to, like, okay, like if we have a number of different statues doing different things, portraying different people, do we need a story? We can't just put random statues in here, can we? Okay, so let me do the menial stuff, because Wesley's doing such a good job. Let me go ahead and put the word necropolis in here, and that will indicate how big the station needs to be, right? Necropolis, we can't go too far this way, so let's start from this end. And let's say, oh, it's back here, isn't it? From here, I think one block higher. 2, 3, 4, 5. N, E, and again I'm going to make this as small as possible, so the font's going to be different sizes. Necropolis is a long word. How do you do R's? I guess that's an R. Or is it more like that? Probably more like that. NECR. 1, 2, 3. Do we do O's like this? No, it's too thin, isn't it? We make an exception for the R, but we do have to. Necropo. And then L. And then the S can actually be 2 blocks. Necropolis, Necropolis. That's not. That's. I didn't spell it wrong, right? So necropolis is that long as a word. You're really good at this, Wesley. Should we standardize the heights and everything? So you've made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks tall. Although we don't necessarily have to sit them on ground level on the outside. I think the S being too wide makes it look like you've squished the letters to fit, being next to the I especially. It's true, although the E and the C are squished as well. I'm not sure maybe you're a fonts guy, Q. I'm not sure I would, in this instance, prioritize the fonts over the just trying to make the station fit. I'll keep that in mind though, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe the S should be 1 block wide, I mean, we can try it. Don't mind the letters too much. It's hard to do fonts in Minecraft, the same way it's hard to do statues in Minecraft. Just because everything is the wrong size, no matter what you do. Yeah, exactly. It's either too thin or too fat, it feels like. So there's no good answer. 8 blocks tall. Okay, let me get my gold. And let me block this out. What should the shape of this be? I mean, it can just be like the good old-fashioned Greek temple thing. Uh, 8 blocks tall, they're 4 blocks wide this way. And maybe like 5 or 6 blocks wide that way. Let's say if we give them 6 by 6 is the space that we allow for. So we start here. Do we start there? 6 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be massive. Dome, top half of a sphere, maybe a dome. I'm a little concerned it'll be huge because a sphere, the radius is the same all the way around, which means that if you imagine, so there's 6 blocks that way, 6 blocks that way for the statues, then it'll be like that tall. it'd be like huge if it's a dome. Maybe like a flattened dome is possible. Although, you know, everything circular is hard in Minecraft as well. Six. Statue. And then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is out to here. If it's gonna be out to there, and then the the flesh color, now it makes them look like giant zombies, which is a little bit creepy. But I see what you're doing. You're experimenting with colors. Carry on. If we don't, this seems like a bad idea. If we leave a gap there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which, if we just shuffle everything across by one block, then everything is gonna line up, right? Is that right? Or is that not right? Man. So if we do that... Oh, also, Wesley, I'm assuming that your statues are gonna stay a similar size from now on, and I'm basing this module on the statues being 6 blocks wide. So if you change it, you should notify me as soon as you can. So now we get to a point where the N lines up with that. So the S should line up with that. That means the S can be 1 block wider, Q. Look at that. You were right. Although maybe not for the reasons you thought you were. And then a block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the module up to there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three, 4, 5, 6. And then this way, a gap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A gap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A gap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should probably push it that way a block as well, because here, if we go a gap 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, push it this way, which would give us a space behind the lettering. Yeah, no, gotta push it this way a block. Changing the plan once again. Eventually we'll figure it out. Alright, moving everything across by a block. So then that's there actually. So now this is over the edge there, and this is I think slide it over one more block, possibly, because at the moment it's like that. Yeah, no, I think actually slide it over one more block. Alright, one more block the other way. So it seems like the stations are getting bigger and bigger. Which is not unusual, but we have to be careful about, like, we don't want the scope to creep out of control.